Look at the dog. Look at the dog. The dog's the one that knows what this is about. I'm just here for support. This review will be conducted by an 11-year-old working Cocker Spaniel. Thank you. Right. Or maybe not. Or maybe it should be. I don't know. Good afternoon. This is I've not done this in quite some time. I usually avoid these like the plague because it usually goes horribly wrong, which you seem to enjoy for some reason. Before we start, one thing I will say. If you have this device, if you have the Cthulhu AIO or the 520 RBA, you hear me say something and it's wrong, please feel free to comment and say what it should be. If you have a hint or a tip or information that you want to share regarding these devices, then please do in the comments. I don't have an issue. My ego isn't that, well, it's big, but it's not that big where I can't take constructive criticism and feedback from people that have been possibly using it longer. Where do we start? Lots of people in chat. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, however. Yes, I'm wearing a scarf because it's bloody freezing. It's bloody freezing here, and there's too many people in. Oh, Sasha's here. Oh, the day just went wrong. The day just went wrong. It's all wrong. It's all. I won't be monitoring chat for a lot of this. If you're going to send insults my way, then please you do the decent thing and wait until I'm reading chat, and then you can take the piss. But good afternoon. Oh, there's people here. Do you not have anything to do in the afternoon? But so Cthulhu. Cthulhu sent on this. So this excuse the doors. The doors that I've got on here just now, these doors that are on this are from Carrot Laboratories. You find them on Facebook. I bought these doors. I think they were £35 posted because I intend on keeping this, and I wanted a set of funky doors to go with it, and also because reasons when it comes to the doors. In fact, I'll get this out of the way just now. I'll say this just now. I was sent 3 devices. I was sent 3 devices, and hand on heart, all of them there is slight movement in the doors. Now, a lot of you that have devices, you'll know, like the billet box, there's nothing. There's nothing in a billet box, no movement there at all. But with the Cthulhu AIO, when it arrived, there was movement in the panels. I had 3, and they all had the same slight movement, and it was just enough so that it became more like you knew it was there, so you couldn't resist moving it. Anyway, the ones I have here are from the first batch, apparently. Going on what I've read in the Facebook group and what I've seen other people saying is that they put out a broadcast, or they put out a post saying that they'd up the specs on the doors. For the next batch, they're going to change those specs again so that there is no movement in the doors at all. So they've put out that information. They've acknowledged that there is some movement in the doors, the ones I have. So there you go. The other one that I've read, don't look at chat, just don't look at chat. The other one that I read was, and I don't think I saw this from Cthulhu, but I saw other people mentioning it, was the AIO logo there. Some people saying that maybe that might be going. Don't know that for a fact. If you know different, then yeah, yes. So that's that. My DA does not work for Avon, and there we go. Right, let's crack on with it. So, first things first. In the UK, as far as I know, so you've got the Cthulhu mods, you've got the AIO, £89. Comes in different colours. Get it from Steam Island if you want. Also the 520 RBA, which I will show you as well, is £45. And here endeth the plug for Steam Island. But we're going to jump to this, because this is what matters to a lot of people. The technical data for the actual device itself. It's a 60 watt device. Maximum voltage output is 8 volts. Also, that matters to a lot of people that want to know that kind of stuff. And also, if you're American, your name is Mark, then there's lots of information about temp control there as well, which, let's face it, no normal person really cares about. I shouldn't have said that out loud, but we're just going to live in the edge for a while. Marty's saying the big AIO decal is gone in the second batch. I don't know if Marty works for them, or if he's just, it's something he knows, or it's just, who knows? Who knows? Right. That's all I need to show you on that. You've got the price, you've got the technical spec. Let's just, shall we just crack open a box and see what we can see? Your ma shares posts for lost dogs in other countries. How did you know that? It's true. Right. One Cthulhu AIO box. One Cthulhu AIO box. So, if you buy one, this is what you're going to get. It's new, and once again, that's the one I've been using. Yes, straight off the bat, you can fit other borrow. This is a borrow device. So anything that would technically fit inside a billet box is going to fit inside here. These are aftermarket doors. Once again, I got these from Carrot Laboratories, and yeah, there's I think if you go in the Cthulhu Facebook group, there's more and more people popping up with aftermarket doors. But yeah, there we go. Right. Marty's saying that I don't work for them, but stated that it's gone and a new batch is days from releasing. And I'm just quickly here. Dark Core is saying you should test the included RBA. Never assume, my friend. There's the included RBA that has been getting used for over a week. But thank you very much for pointing out that I should test it. Everything I'm showing you here has been tested. Let's just make that clear. This is not an out-the-box review. Most definitely not. Right, so here we have a green one, or we also have a black one. In fact, I think we'll do the black. We'll do the black. Let's pop that away. Put that back up there. Right. You do get a manual. It covers the basics. There's not actually a lot to... There's not a lot to know or to get bogged down with this. It's a very, very simple board that's inside it. In fact, before we go any further, I will show you this. I got bored one day, as you do, and yeah, I took it to bits. Well, when I say I took it to bits, I had a look inside. So I removed the screws. You can see all the screw holes there. Had a look. Found a board. You don't need to see that. You want to see that. That's what's underneath the board. Once again, this was screwed in. All the soldering or soldering, whatever you want to know, is yeah, no complaints with that at all. And there's your ribbon, screen ribbon there, up and down button, and everything seemed fine, honestly. No, and the other thing to point out is that the board is on the opposite side to the actual tank, which is a good thing, a very good thing. You know, if you're going to, it's on the same side as the battery, so if you're going to have a catastrophic leak, it's not going to pour down into the board. So that's, yeah, that's a good thing. Right, let's where do we want to go now? Back to here. Back to here. No, back to there. That's the one. Mr. Darkcore81, if you test the included RBA, so it's fine to share your thoughts on it. Well, that's what this whole video is about, my friend. It's about where I share my thoughts. So, manual is covers the basics, everything you need to know. Right, you are going to get inside one a USB cable. It is a USB-C. You're going to get a little baggie with some spare O-rings, some spare plugs for the tank, because it comes with an RBA, which is a good thing. Little blue screwdriver. You can never have enough blue screwdrivers. Everybody should have them. The mod and bits, doodads. This is actually, if I remember correctly, this is a Nautilus adapter. We'll come back to that. We've got a 510 adapter here for when you want to, because it's got an included RBA, so you can burn your coils and so on. And then we have these little guys here. Now, actually, we're going to go back and I'm going to grab, where's that screen? Bum, 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 bum. Give me 2 seconds till I find it. Where did it go? I had all the sizes there. There we go. Right. The airflow inserts that come with the standard RBA are 0.8, 1.2, 1.6 and 2 mil. I will say that back to here and back to here, mouth to lung and restricted direct lung with included RBA works a treat. If you're looking for a loose restricted direct lung or a direct lung, the included RBA will not do the job for you. You'll need something else, or the 520, which is £45, or any other borrow thing. But right, back up close with here. What am I doing? I've forgotten what I'm doing. No, we're back here. Right, so you've got all the sizes. Wash this out. Right, for anybody that's actually interested, this is obviously made from aluminium or aluminum. Size wise, there you go. You're looking just about the 80. And what have we got here? We've got just under the 45, it's about 47, 48 across, and up the top. I got to remember to do it the right way around for you guys. There we are across the top. So there's your sizes. Hang on, we might as well do this. Might as well do this properly. Can I get that? There we go. 000. No battery in this or anything. There's your weight. 111 grams. Billet box. 132 grams. So there's the difference in weight between the two. Right. Don't need that anymore. Also, those looking for a comparison between the billet box and the Cthulhu. Both 60 watt devices, both single 18650, both made from aluminium. Excuse the fact I've still got the drip tip on this, but you get the gist. So there you go. There's for your billet box queries. That's the weight, the size, and yeah, you know the rest. Right. I'm not, Sasha. I can see you. I'm not biting. I refuse to get drawn into it. Go away. So here we go. This side. And this side we have 2 panels. This one, little thumbnail underneath there. That's just going to come off. Magnets and all the rest of it. Pop that back on. Yeah, it's, for me, it's not acceptable wobble movement in the doors. So that's, if you did get one from this batch, then yeah, there you go. That's my my con. That's one of my major cons, is the movement in the doors. I'm pretty sure that I'm not sure if it's anodized or whatnot, because you can see the silver. You see that silver around there? The one I've been using, I mean, I've been taking it out in the car and all the rest of it, and it's holding up well. I suppose since this is, I've got 3 of them, so I'm not going to go to town on destroying this, because I'll end up giving this away to somebody. But we'll have a check. So here's a pick. Yeah. It's not 2 inches deep, but it's not the worst I've seen by a million miles. So there you go. Right, on the other side we have another one. So you've got airflow coming through here. You can get air coming through here, and you also got air coming up through here as well. If you look, see how that's cut out there? Got air coming up through there. Plenty of magnets there, and plenty of magnets here as well. And once again, there's lots of aftermarket options available to you with doors. Somebody somewhere said that there's the .AIO buttons fit. I don't know that for a fact. If anybody in chat knows about that, then let me know. Let me know. I never tested it for a billet box button. In fact, I didn't even know how to get the button out of this, or if I could. Hang on. I've got... I'm going off on a tangent. I don't think it will, because it's got an LED behind here, and I think there's oh, excuse me, I'm just... I don't know. I honestly don't think so. I'm not 100% sure. It looks about the right size here, but it's a lot deeper, this button, than a billet box one by the looks of it. Don't know that for a fact. I really can't answer that one for you, I'm afraid. Comes with this drip tip, stainless steel drip tip, which is absolutely bloody superb. I'm using this drip tip on the Har because I do like it that much. Pretty wee thing, stainless steel. Is anybody interested in the bore in this, or anything like? Anybody interested in stuff like that? I don't know. Let's find out. 5.2. If you're interested in the bore, it's 5.2. Right, firing button, screen, up and down buttons. We've got a ribbon for the battery. We've got a spring-loaded contact up here. All good. On this side, we have, well, we've got our flush nut here, which I need to undo. We're going to undo this. Somebody's going to ask me about a billet box. I'm pretty sure it's cross-compatible. There you go. Get you out of there. Right. So we've got that, and that means that this should now fall out. There we go. We have one included RBA. You want to look in here? There's your contact, which is raised. It is raised, but there's plenty of room in here. It can even fit the KO inside it, so it must be massive. But move on. So AIO, right? That's it for that. Right. Going to check chat. Going to check chat. Excuse me while I check chat for a minute. It's not scratch proof. No, it's not scratch proof. Did you test the belt? But it's AIOs, the .AIOs. just enough with the AIO crap. Condition 5 out of 7, some signs of interference from a Viper. Inquest, hello. Mike Davis, you're not getting anything else sent to you. Nothing. I need a vape. I'll have a vape. What, just... blah 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 blah. Right, that's it. I'm kind of caught up there. I've not missed anything. Good, good. Right, and once again, 8mm, 1.2, 1.6, and 2mm air hole or airflow or air pins, whatever, for the included RBA. So let's we'll have a gander at that. Well, no, actually, I'll stick a battery in. Hang on, let's find a battery. Battery going in. We have a flashing LED, and we have a board down here, and the screen is not squint on this one. Hang on, just checking. Oh, wait a minute. It's not bad. Screen's not bad in this one. It's pretty straightforward, this board. I mean, literally 60-watt board, up and down, all the rest of it. 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3. See the power flashing there. Voltage, bypass, temp control, stainless steel, titanium, TCR values put in yourself, and back to power. If we go into temp control mode, like here, hold down the plus and minus, then you'll see your wattage will start flashing, and you can then start changing your wattage to suit. Push the fire button to accept. I'm going to put it back into power mode before I forget. There we go. Right, back here, power mode. I've completely forgot. Can somebody remind me? Somebody remind me how I switch the LED off. Is it this button and this button? Yep, there we go. LED off. I'd forgotten this button and this button. There we go. LED back on. And do you know, I've completely forgotten what this does. Doesn't seem to do much of anything. Does this do anything? I'll read the manual one of these days and I'll figure it out. But I know how to switch the LED off, change the wattage, go through the different modes. That's all that matters. There is a stealth mode. You can switch the screen off as well. I just can't remember at the top of this moment in time how to do it. One thing I will say is that, and this is a bit sad. Don't hate me for doing this, but how cool is that? I love the way the circuitry lights up with the LED. I am a child, please forgive me, but thanks Alex once again for getting these out so quickly. I did buy these, by the way, but they are awesome. Right, so here we go. Right, you know all of this board, blah 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 blah. Let's get to the RBA. Once again, the RBA is if you're looking for mouth to lung, restricted direct lung, then crack on. It's actually very, very good. It'd be easy to say it's not, but it is actually very, very good. Fill plug here, and comes apart like that. In fact, the whole thing just comes to bits quite easily. It's almost kind of scary how easy it comes to bits. This, oh, don't hit the camera, not a good idea. This is actually your airflow control down here as well. There's a get you out. That's where your air's coming. So now you know when I'm saying that it's not really for clouds. This one, yeah, that's about it. So that sits in there like that. The deck. Very, very easy to put a build in. I'm saying that right now. I'm going to. Are you bothered? Do you need to see me putting a build in? Do you? I mean, I don't know if you. Can you be bothered? You've got your. What am I looking for here? I did this wrong last time. What did I did this wrong last time I did this. Where are we? There we are. There we go. Take my airflow pin, thread it on one side, screw it onto there, and it just slots through there. And there you go. And that is the 0.8 that we've got there. Does anybody really want to see me breaking this? Yeah, I'll check chat. Looks like we have a looks like. We have a looks like. I've not seen a looks like for a while. I had a regional argument to see FedEx regarding may have called them the C word. That always helps. Canet Lab panels are superb. Have ordered. Awesome. Right. I'm going to take this off just now. I do need that pin. Do need that just now. Let me find my doodah. I've lost a doodah. I need to get the adapter so that we can quickly stick a coil in. I'm saying quickly stick a coil in. When I say quickly stick a coil in, that's usually when everything goes really, really wrong. And I should have looked out all these tools before I started, but I didn't. Tiny little screws. Right. Oh, that's what I've just realised. I did want to put a build in this because I've actually got some inno wire here. I just threw a quick coil together. When I say threw a quick coil together, actually I'll take it round that way. Because I wanted to. The only while I move my hand out of shot here. I'm that close to the camera that. Oh, give me a second. My screwdriver's too big. Trust me, I'm a professional. No, it's not catching the post. Now I can't get the screw undone. There's nobody watching this, is there? Hang on. I have a problem here. There we go. Wrap round now. Done. Sorry. Just my screwdriver's too long. That's how close my screwdriver is. So I keep. Yeah. Anyway, you're not interested in that. Let's just move this over a little bit. Lift this up a little bit. Take it up a little bit more. There we go. That'll do. Cheeky little wire. Cheeky little build in there. Like that. Does anybody else use inno wire here? Just out of curiosity. I forget when I first got it. It's years ago when I first started using this stuff. Now it's been around for a very long time. But it's great for you know, getting up to speed really quickly. And that's coming out about 0.5, which is just what I want. Tyson, thank you very much for the moral support. You're now officially a ball bag. Congratulations and welcome to the Ball Bag Club. Right. There's nothing to get overly excited about here, he says, building this. If I can do this, then you can do this. It's just, I mean, it's just a GTA deck. Obviously, depending what liquid you're using, you may need more or less cotton. One thing to point out, I must thank Mr. Bishop. I did make this mistake the first time that I did this. If you're using the 510 adapter and you're trying to dry burn it and you're not getting a reading, remembering you have to put an air pin inside. You have to put an air pin in there because obviously that's going to be your contact. Right, we need juice. We need juice. What will we use? I'll tell you what. I'm going to use some of this because I really like it. There we go. Right. I had other bits around here. Let's get these off of here. Please remember, put your 510 adapter back in the box. Don't leave it screwed onto your tab, or you'll just end up losing it. I can't begin to tell you how many of these things I have lost over the years. Anyway, I'll put that to one side and I will now lose it. I need to pop this back on here, make sure the air hole is lining up. There we go. And we need to, what do we need now? No, I need to leave that off of there. Grab that. Grab that. It's all press fit together. That's the only thing I would say about it, is that it works. Don't get me wrong, it works really well. But it is all press fit together, and sometimes you do wonder if yeah, it's just going to go to bits on you. I mean, I could put that. I'll just put it on there like this. Goes on there like that, and then just pop this in here like that. There we go. Pop this open, and I'm only going to put in a tiny little bit of juice because, as always, when you're using an RBA and a billet box and whatnot, you never know if it's going to, I was going to say, piss juice everywhere. There's always a good chance of that. Get in there. There we go. Right. I might need a bit more juice than that. Listen, you can get to the deck most of the time without having to take everything to bits. So you don't necessarily have to have an empty tank of juice to get to the deck. You know, you can pull this out. It's unfortunately it's the same with the 520. Has the same issue. The top section, so your chimney, the top part into here, is not the tightest of fits. So even though technically you can access your build deck by leaving, you know, this bit inside, a lot of the time the whole thing will just come apart on you. So that's a little bit of a another con for you, if you like. That'll do it. Right. So, juice off. I'm absolutely covered in juice. We'll pop that in there like that. Screw this back on here. Screw this on. And we're going to pop a door on there like that. And I need to, what am I on? Oh no, 57 watts. That would have been bad. That would have been very, very bad. Right, here we go. Swirling Merc says Faffy. It's not Faffy. It's not. It's an RBA. That's normal. Sorry, I'm not dismissing what you're saying, but trust me. When it comes to RBAs and the borrow world, it's not faffy in the slightest, my friend. Rayon. Christ, is anybody... I didn't know people still used Rayon. I suppose when back in the day, you know, when we all bought those big boxes of Rayon, we have to use it because we didn't know that it came in such a big box and it would last us for so long. Right. Drip tip, drip tip, drip tip. There we go, found it. That's a really, really nice mouth to lung vape. That's a 0.8 pin. Honestly, where's my other one? The other one that I've been vaping with, I've got that set up with the biggest pin, which is 2mm. And it's an RDL, it's a restricted direct lung, it's a tight restricted direct lung. And it's also very, very good. It's no faffier than many other bridges that are on the market. It doesn't feel like it cost $1 million or it was made by wizards in a cave with anvils and all that shit. It feels like it's held together by a wing and a prayer sometimes, but the vape from it is very, very good. And there we go. Right, one thing I have to try. Hang on. Hello, small dog. Can I help you with something? Are you just here for... We're going into temp control. I want stainless steel. Yes, I do. I want 210 Celsius. It'll do Fahrenheit as well. You just keep round robin. It'll go from Celsius to Fahrenheit and back round again. Whole plus and minus because I want to take the wattage down. Go away. No, get. Okay. That's that's not doing much of anything. What's it saying on the board? It says that it's putting it out. I'm doing a live. Will you... I'm sorry. Oh, you. I'm busy. Well, you. Sorry. Technical difficulties here. Tyson with this, no, not with the included one, no. Sorry, I just bumped it up a little bit. What I'll do is I'll actually leave this alone and let the coil cool down and, you know, do it properly, because that's not a fair test of it there just now. As far as the mod goes, because I'll show you the RBA, I'll show you the 520 now. As far as the Cthulhu mod goes, once again, the doors on the batch I got, or the first people got, there is movement in the doors. Now, some people have said they don't have any movement in their doors at all. I've got 3 of them here, and every single one had the same movement in the door. That's a con, and that would bother me. That would bother me. In fact, it bothered me so much, that's why I went and bought aftermarket doors, because I just couldn't handle the movement in the doors. The board itself, for me, it's a 60 watt board. The temp control I've not tested. I'm going to let that coil cool down and we'll test it properly. But it seems to be, it has moments, shall I say moments. When I did a live unboxing for this over a week ago now, I was taking different borrow tanks with different builds, different resistances, and putting them in, and it was reading the same resistance, and I was having to pull the battery out, put the battery back in, push the fire button, and then it would read, it would change resistance, and then it never did that again, and everything seemed to be fine. It just seems to go away. Go away. You stink. Or maybe that's me. So the board, it seems to work great. I mean, it does work. Also, the battery life is very good. That's a strange thing. Now, I tested, I ran the battery right down until it wouldn't fire again, and I popped in my charger and it was reading 3.4, 3.5, and I was actually very surprised, because the battery life had been excellent. So as far as that goes, I'm actually quite surprised how well it performs on that front. Other issues I've had, that is really it. I like the fact that, well, USB-C, I like the fact that the actual tank is on the other side to, you know, the board itself. That is a bonus. I mean, that is a bonus. LED, you can switch the LED off in the button. I know not everybody's bothered about that. The paint finish seems to be holding up. It comes with an RBA with pins that will do mouth to lung to restricted direct lung. It's £85. Now, I know you'll be able to get it cheaper from other places in the world, and especially with I don't know if there's any codes left for Black Friday and Cyber Monday or whatever the hell they call it, but you know, this you could get this quite cheap. It all depends how long the board holds up. That's the main thing for me. Right, is there anything else that I need to tell you here on the mod itself? Or if you have any questions on the mod, then now is the time to ask. As far as I can see, and I'm just reading through, I never read the manual, sorry. I don't think there is a way to lock the ohms in on temp control. It's a basic board, but I don't think it has it. I really don't think it has it. TCR mode it has and whatnot, but that's about it. But I mean, at least you can change your wattage in temp control. I know a lot of the cheaper mods don't actually have that. I think Tony B's new one is more suited for a KO. it works just fine in this. It works just fine in this. Have you had any leaking with the RBA? Default honest answer, yes, because I didn't use enough cotton in the first build, and that's it. It's a GTA style deck inside a borrow tank. If you do not get that cotton bang on, then yeah, it's going to leak. It's build sensitive, as anybody that's involved in the borrow world will tell you. Just got to be careful with your build. No! Sorry. Outside that, the big AIO writing on there is, I'm not a huge fan of that. I've not had to resistance jumping. I've not had. Once I've got it, screwed in there, the resistance doesn't seem to fluctuate or move about. And also, I don't see that I'm moving the contact pin, the positive pin in the bottom. I don't see that moving at all. So you don't have to crank it down. So that's a good one. How does the Vape differ from a DNA board with this board? It doesn't. It doesn't. There'll be lots of people that would tell you it will, but in voltage or wattage mode, then no, it doesn't. You're heating a coil. Sorry, that sounds like I've been flippant. I didn't mean to, sorry, I apologise if I sounded flippant there. You're applying power to a coil. Some people will tell you that yes, you can taste the difference between different boards. You're heating a coil. That's my take on it. That's my personal take on it. Yes, with PWM, things like that, when you get into temp control and so on, then these things, yeah, there can be a difference, but that's more to do with ramp up times and other little things. Swirling murk, no, apparently that is not the case. I'll just put you outside. You'll just go outside and you can stay out there. This is a professional live stream. Can you see? You can't even see him. He's just, look at this. This is all I get. No, that temp control is really not playing ball with me there. And that coil should have cooled right down by now. Hang on. I'll try bumping the wattage up just a little bit, but that still shouldn't have mattered. It's throttling back, but it shouldn't be throttling back. I mean, I'm at 230 degrees Celsius just now. 0.6 ohm it's come out at, and I've got it at 30 watt, and that should be... No, nothing. What I'll do is I will check that coil on I'll use the 510 adapter. I'll check it on a DNA board after this live, and I give in, go, and then I'll come back. I'll update the description for this video and let you know how it went, if I could get the temp control to work properly. It's 304L. That should still... I've never had InnoWire not work on any TC board set at stainless steel. I've never come across that. Wait and see. Right, before we go, last thing, Weebly's heard very negative things with the temp control in this. Right, here we go. Last thing. Here we have the 520. Once again, this is at the start. This is was this £45? I think this was from your Steam Island in the UK had this as well. So this is Cthulhu Mod's own RBA. Now, I actually have here, which I'll show you just now, show you this image. 520 tank. It's once again, it's a 0.8 right through to 4.5mm without air pin. 4.2mm capacity, and that's everything that you get with it. You get a PNP coil adapter, knotless coil adapter, and there's all your pins down there. It's very, very similar to the RBA that I just showed you, so pretty straightforward. So we're back to here. Right, I'm not going to go into great detail on this one because, to be perfectly honest, I've been vaping this and loving it. Absolutely loving it. It works a treat. It really does. Obviously you saw the photo with all the bits that come with it. I'm pretty sure that this is what you have to use if you want to use the PNP coil. You know, it comes with a different base and your adapters are there. Usual borrow tank setup. Comes off like that. Excuse me, I just washed this out. And I want to take the deck out. And this is what I was talking about earlier on. See, I just wish that was... I wish I could pull the deck out without the whole thing coming out. Now, because obviously now, you know, I'm going to have juice going everywhere and whatnot, and I would have preferred it because when you're using a device like this, being able to access the deck and leave the juice inside, it just makes for a better life all round, to be honest. I'm looking for the adapter here. I wonder if the adapter's the same. Well, it looks like the adapter's the same for both of them. Air pins, once again, just screw in the same as the other RBA. There's no great mystery to that at all. Most of you that have seen things like vape shells and so on and so forth will have seen all this before. The only difference is that you've got your wicking through here and here, and that's about it. And I'm just going to cheat and I'm going to pulse the hell out of this coil. No, I'm not. I'm pushing the wrong button. Back down. Come on, you fool. Get back down there. There we go. That button. For those of you that are interested, there's the slots. Putting a coil in is really easy. It's actually got a little drop in there for pinning the coils, which is a nice touch. I'll give them that. That's a nice touch. There we go. I have cotton on this desktop somewhere. Where's it gone? There it is. Here we go. Found it. I know I'm cheating and just using an existing coil in here. I do apologise for that. If I'd done a normal video, then I would have done a full breakdown and build for this. But because it's alive and a lot of you have been here the whole time, I don't want to just bore you to death. Your call, how much cotton you use and all the rest of it. The only thing I would say with this one is once you have finished, where's that dog? Has anybody seen the dog? Where did the dog go? Make sure your cotton's tucked inside, and also once you've give it a pre-wick, but then make sure you take something pointy and push it back in. Just push it back in to enable wicking. I've actually found that after using it, like I've put a couple of tanks through it, I've actually had to take this off and then just push back because it's starting to get, you know, it's starting to do dry hits. But it's quite a forgiving tank to build with. which is always a good thing. There we go. Plenty of go-go juice around that. There we go. Ah, that was hot. Who would have thought? Right, grab that. Pop it back in. There we go. We want this bit to the front. Oh, I've just squished the O-ring, the gasket there. There we go. Right, she's back together now. Hang on, we'll give this a quick wipe. Grab some juice. Squeeze. There we go again. Boom, done. I've not had any issues with this coming out or getting stuck or not adhering or plugging the hole, that kind of thing. It's worked all the time. I'm sitting here, it's absolutely freezing. The dog's running about in there. I think you have too much cotton. You'd be wrong, but that's okay. That's okay. Right, do something here. This is bugging me. Right, sorry, I'm just jumping back to this coil again here. Yeah. No, that's... It's not right. It's that's not performing as it should. Sorry, I'm just gone back and I've tried the temp control coil again just out of curiosity. I did pull the battery, just then reinserted the battery there just to check it. But anyway, this we want to try the 520, so I'm going to take out this beautiful device that you can buy from Van and Dell. Yes, you know you all want one. Yes, you do. Pop this in here. Mikael, I'm a big fan of you. You obviously have never seen me naked. Or maybe you have. Who knows? Right. Sorry, that wasn't relevant to the anything here. Right, that's reading the right resistance, and that's all looking good. So we're back, we're on the 520 here. Once again, you saw the sizes, 0.81, 1.52, 2.5 and 3.5 or 4.5 on the airflow front. And all the air. Oh, the dog's back. Oh, there's my dog's arse. Just in case anybody was wondering what my dog's arse looked like. The 520, I mean, no bullshit. I mean, I've had vape shells, snails. I mean, I've had most of the bridges under the sun, and this performs. It should perform much the same as the rest of them because it looks very similar to a lot of them. Obviously, you can change the air pin on the fly, all that kind of jazz, but it is very similar to lots of other ones. But there's no shame to it. The flavour from it is very good. The strange thing is, I actually prefer the RBA that comes with the Cthulhu AIO for mouth to lung, restricted direct lung, I think it's better at it. I think obviously this is better on the 2.5 upwards. I would say if you like vaping 2.5mm and air holes and upwards, go for the 520. If you like mouth to lung and so on, the one that comes with it is very, very good. No shame to it whatsoever. There we go. So that's it. That's the Cthulhu AIO, the Cthulhu mod that is called an AIO, just for the creations that are in chat just now, just to keep you happy. I can't believe how cold it is in here. I'm going to lock him out there. Can I just lock him out there? Where is he? Pain in the ass dog. I like it. As a wattage vapor, I like it. The door rattle for this batch is not acceptable. I could not live with the rattle in the doors as it came to me. That would drive me insane. Hence why I bought a set of aftermarket doors with it. The RBA is very, very good. I'm going to give... yes, I like it. I think for the price it goes for, I think it's a good buy. The real test of anything is going to be in the long-term testing. Those of you that buy it and keep it for months, as always, early adopters can only tell you so much. It's only after you guys have been using it for months, you see the reviews in the Facebook groups and so on and so forth, then these are the reviews that you really need to pay attention to. I've only been using it for just a week and a half, so take from that what you will. Limelight 50/50. Where's mine? My Limelight. It's at the back of the shed. My Limelight 50/50. Any other questions? I'm going to start tidying up in here. I'm going to start tidying up, and I'll try and answer them before we head off. Would you buy one? I'm curious. Would you buy one? Is it something that interests you? Kippers, catch the replay for the rest. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. There's a thing. Would you buy one with an RBA that comes with it, with the air pins and everything, or would you save up and spend £330, £350 on a billet box, and then spend another £50 for an RBA? So say 400. Would you spend £400 on the billet box? What would you do? Don't get me wrong, I still love my billet box. Not with the door situation. Yes, that's a fair comment. That's a fair comment. They really do need to sort the door. 520 Pioneer. What's the verdict on TC? The verdict on TC just now is a no. I am. Can we take CM tank, Cthulhu mod tank to borrow? Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry if I've not. It's a borrowed tank. That's the whole thing about the Cthulhu mod. It comes with a borrowed tank, so you can fit any other borrowed tank inside the Cthulhu mod, and you can fit the Cthulhu borrowed tank inside any other borrowed device. Sorry if I never made that clear. My apologies. Black Rose 397. Hello, hello. It's between this and that. Pulse 1 for me, but I already have a the Pulse. I think the personal taste. I think the Pulse is a great idea, and all the rest of it. I think it's pretty horrendous looking. That's just my take on it. That's weird. The Haster does a fine job in TC. The thing is, Mark, is I'm going to take the deck, the build out. I'm going to try it on an Evolve board, make sure that it's working, put it back into this, try it again. I'll try playing with the TCR values and take it from there, but I don't want to get into that here because it'll just take forever to get that cracked, and you've all got other things to do. But I'll put a post in the Facebook group, or I'll update the description for this video as well. The .AIO V2 is very good. It's very good. The capacity thing is a deal breaker for me. They're basically the same size. They're basically the same size, and you get 4.2 mil, 4.5 mil, as opposed to 2.7. That's where I would. That's why I would go with the Cthulhu myself. But right, enough on this one. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Cthulhu Mods for sending these devices on, letting me play with them. If you've any questions, ask away in the comments for this video. If you have answers, please post them below in the comments for this video, and check the description and see what updates I put in there. But I am now gone. This has been going on for far too long. Bye for now.